So we just went over some hands-on examples of these 7 most useful CSS properties. Of course, that's my subjective opinion. In my humble opinion, these are the 7 most useful. Certainly, this is a good list to get started with. If you're in my class at Temple, this list will serve you well. If you're looking to build something, create a website or a web application, then you're probably going to be interested in learning about a framework. So I would encourage you to check out Bootstrap for that. But for right now, this is our set of CSS properties that I think you should know as a beginner. And that brings us to the point of doing some review. So we're almost to the end of this chapter. So having watched all this, you should be able to explain to me the difference between margin and padding. So specifically, which one of these is the most like, the foam peanuts in a box that you might load onto a moving truck, right? Well, that would be padding, right? The thing that goes around the content and protects it from the box. That's padding. The other one, which would be the distance in between the boxes, that would be margin. What's the difference between class and ID? We've talked about that several times, so you should be able to answer that to your satisfaction. What character is used to prefix a class selector in CSS? And what character is used to prefix an ID selector in CSS? Those you should know by now as well. So I just popped up Notepad here in case you were wondering about that. If I want to select a tag by its ID, the CSS selector would start with a $, and if I select a tag by its class, then the CSS selector would start with a dot. So I just want to type those things in plain sight. Where can CSS commands be stored? Again, refer back to the triangle diagram we've had twice now in this presentation that goes through the 3 different places: external style sheets, internal style sheets, and inline CSS. And then this last bullet here on this page says, what 2 attributes does the HTML link tag need when referencing a style sheet? Now that one's a little tricky. We only saw that once. We saw the link tag, and the link tag has a href attribute, which links to a file. But in the hands-on portion of our exercise here, we also saw that you needed to say rel equals style sheet. And that is to let the browser know that the thing that you are relating with this link is in fact a style sheet. So the 2 attributes are href and rel. All right, those are the review questions. Let me give you one more. If we specify the color of a tag to be red in an external style sheet, and we specify the same tag to be blue in an inline style, will that make the tag purple? Because red paint and blue paint make purple paint, right? If I were to mix those colors together. Of course, the answer to that is no. One of those styles needs to win. One of those 2 styles, if one of those 2 styles needs to win. So the say background color of a tag can't be red and blue at the same time. The answer is whichever style specification is closest to the tag, and that would be an inline style. Whatever specification is closest to the tag wins. So the colors don't get mixed together. All right, that takes us to the end. We are almost to the very, very end of our material here. Thanks for your time and attention. Take a little break here and take a moment to subscribe to the channel, hit like, one of those things, and I will be wrapping up real soon. Talk to you later. Bye.